Sunday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. It has been snowing here every day for a week now. It's the most snow we've had in years. So luckily I've got into this Bitcoin action. It's a nice winter activity. On the screen right now, I'm selling zero trick on Kraken. I made a video recently about zero trick. You're watching me sell right now. Boom. See that little circle in the graph there on the chart? And then over on the right there, I've got a column. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 22. 28 or so little tiny trades. I do this a little unorthodox, it would appear. I don't really see anyone else on YouTube doing it like I do it. And I see people asking me for information and whatnot. And I'm not really qualified. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. But at the same time, the big reason why I've got a gap in wealth between 99% and 1% is because these kind of tools are never really available to the 1% or the 99%. So knowledge and information is good. So I just made $238 selling those Bitcoin margin investments. Right now on the screen, this is a recording I'm just narrating over. I did this about an hour and a half ago. I'm putting that $238 I just made selling Bitcoin, 28 small Bitcoin investments on margin. I don't consider it trading. But right now on the screen, you're watching me put that $238 into Etherium. I'm invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what you're watching right now is me. I'm Kraken. I'd like to try to explain this stuff, but that's just something, unfortunately, that if you're interested in doing it, you're just going to have to learn it yourself. I mean, there's other people that might be able to teach you, but I'm not going to try to. Like I said, I'm not really qualified, and I do things a little different here than what other people are doing. So I had like 28 little orders there for like $100 and $200. And most people, right now, you're seeing, I just put an order in. I just bought $238 worth of Ethereum. 0.129 Ethereum right up here. And let's see if this recording will hurry up here. Now you see it. I'm refreshing the page. And now it shows, I was at 0.5 Ethereum. Now I'm at 0.629 Ethereum for $1,100 total. But I'll probably want to get involved in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm just new to this space. I don't know much about the other altcoins. I'm really not going to even mess around with them. I'm just going to stay focused. Losing focus is a bad idea. I'm just going to stay focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum are basically going to trade together, even though they're not totally locked together. They're basically going to trade together this year, more or less. The way I'm looking at it, there's a chance Ethereum might really skyrocket, so I'm putting 5 to 10% of my money in that. But I'll always have about 90% or more of my money on Bitcoin. Bitcoin should be going up to about $220,000 at some point in this year, and after it peaks, it'll probably drop down to about $70,000 to $75,000 as the bottom in the next bear market. So what I'm expecting here to happen is I'm expecting this to get to 70,000 pretty quick. And there's going to be ups and downs. You see these two parallel lines I have drawn on the screen here on this chart. One's at 48,000, and the one on top of that is at 50,000. And I expect Bitcoin to be bumping around between 48 and 50,000 for probably a couple days, maybe. But that could change. It could change in an hour. If Apple or somebody, a big insurance company or something, based on news, this thing could jump up to 52, 55,000 in a heartbeat. It can also drop down to 42,000. So see over here on the right, I should have zoomed in, but over on the right, I still have some open orders. 1, 2, 3, looks like about 10 of them or so. I have them from 46,000 down to about 42,000. The ones at 46, this is the little column of information on in the far right corner there. It says orders, trades, positions. These are the orders I have open. So if the price drops down to 46,000, it'll fill an order. If it goes down to 45, it'll fill an order. I don't know if you can see the exact numbers I have in there. But down at the bottom, I have a couple $2,000 orders. If it drops down, the price drops down to like 43,000, 43,500. They're about 42,000. But anyways, okay. So right now I'm drawing more lines down there, and those aren't super accurate. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm watching a ton of other YouTubers, and I'm soaking in. I'm just sponging in this information. And it's not really easy for me to say what they say. So at the end of this video, I'm just going to show some YouTubers that you might want to watch for technical analysis. I understand everything that's going on, but so basically those lines you see there are basically resistance lines. If you notice, for a few days, see over there on the left side there, on the whole thing there, see the second line from the top? That's 48,000, and Bitcoin, our good friend Bitcoin's been bumping its head on that $48,000 mark for about 3 days. And it finally broke out this morning, actually last night at 11 o'clock Central Time. And what I think is going to happen is I think it's going to, these two lines now is 48.50. I think it's going to stick in this little, it's going to bounce off 48 and bump its head off 50, bounce 49.50, 48.50. I think it's going to bump its head off 50 for several days. That could change with news. It could also, the whales might try to shake people out. Sometimes what happens is the Bitcoin miners and various whales that have a ton of Bitcoin, they'll sell off and they'll create a panic sell. And then if it goes back down, so see this third line here, about 44,000 in that ballpark, low 40,000s. And then they'll buy them all back. It's called a shakeout. And they scare to death of people and they make people panic sell and they gain more Bitcoins. So that could happen. So it could go down to 42,000, or this thing could shoot up into 50,000, and we could be sitting at 62,000. Quicker than you know. Maybe a week or two. But what I think is going to happen is it's going to bounce around between these 48 and 50 for a few days, and eventually it's going to go down or up. So how's that? So I have my hodl position of about 18,500 that you saw earlier, the big number on the white page where I was buying Ethereum. So I have that. That is in the market, so if this price goes up to 53,000 right now, I'm happy. If this price drops down to 43,000 right now, I'm even more happy. So if it goes up, great. If it goes down, great. So no matter what happens, for me, it's good. See, so if it goes down, these bottom lines here, my orders down there in the bottom right, they all fill. And the whole backdrop of what's going on with Bitcoin in this bull run for 2021, probably at least for another 6 or 7 months minimum, is the whole thing is just going up. So even though it's going up, there are going to be times where it might have 20, 30% drops. It's going to scare the death out of people. Those are shakeouts. Basically, it's done intentionally. Once you understand that, you start to get a firm grasp on what's really going on. Like I say, it's just going up. Bitcoin's going up. So I just drew the line in there at about 64,000, 63,000, 62,000, that ballpark. It's where we could be eventually. I'm getting this information from other YouTubers. At the end of this video, like I say, I'm going to point out a couple you might want to watch. Some of them are real good in my opinion, but I'm watching dozens and dozens of YouTubers. So right now I'm talking about, let's see on the bottom right corner there, I'm highlighting all the open orders I have. And I actually made those about 36 hours ago, and I'm gonna leave them open. They're from 46,000 down to like 42,000, and I'm leaving them open because it still could happen. Now, later today, I might start opening orders in that bottom right corner where you see me with the cursor. Later today, I might start putting in some orders for maybe 47,000, 48,000. And now I'm just doing little tiny orders, like $100, $200. A lot of traders, they'll go in real big. And I'm not sure why they do it. They'll use stop loss orders. And so, see, like I have $18,000. So for me, $100 to $200 trade is tiny because it's impossible for me to get liquidated. There's only nothing that can go wrong because, like I've said a couple times now, what's Bitcoin going to do for the next 6 months at least? Most likely that long. It's going to go up. Even though it might have 30% balance, it's scared that out people. It's still going to come back up. It's just, that's what we're in. We're in a bull run of Bitcoin. There will be a point sometime this year where it does fall down from like 220,000 down to 70,000. You don't want to be involved in that. But you don't need to worry about that right now, February 14th, 2021. Don't need to worry about that yet. What you do need to worry about is if you open the margin position up here at $48,000, $49,000, and it fell down to 42,000, and you were stuck in a trade. And I don't consider them trades, but that's what they call it technically. Because I'm not a trader. I'm a margin investor. It's just, I was born out of the Robinhood app website where you can use one times margin. And I've done that for 2 years, and it's just what I've learned. It's my comfort zone, and it's working excellent for me. As I sold these here, I think it's been 60. My last 60 trades, quote unquote trades, have been successful. The only losing margin positions I've had is I didn't have full grasp of the Kraken website, so don't do anything. I wouldn't do anything until you have a firm grasp and read all their instructions and directions. This guy here on TV, or on the screen you see now, this is Krown's Crypto Cave. He is very good. I'm not sure why the audio is not working. I can't get it to work. Anyways, it's probably a good thing because he has a foul mouth. And he uses a lot of lewd, crude language. And I absolutely would not recommend to my viewers, to anyone, to go watch someone with a rude, potty mouth. But with that being said, the fact that I am recommending this fella as my absolute #1 technical analysis that I have found on YouTube is because he's just that good. So if you want to put on your earmuffs, he's not using bad language in a mean, derogatory spirit. He's going to be funny, but still, he's gonna spit out tons of bad words and stuff. But anyways, if you get past the crude language, he's just exceptional in my book. What he's doing, he puts out a video or two a day. So basically, the good thing about investing in Bitcoin is there's these YouTubers. They can hold your hand. You can keep up to date, and he is absolutely exceptional at what he does. What he's doing is he's playing this like a video game. He's treating this like a video game. It's obvious to me. He's even said it in the past. That's what it is to him. This is a video game. And he's very, 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 very good. I'm not sure of his history. I think he may have been a suit and tie trader at one point in his life. I don't know. But he's exceptional. He has a clear-cut, repetitious system. He has a process he goes through every day in his videos. It's just the same process over and over. And anytime you see anyone doing a process over and over and over, systematically over and over and over, that's when you know you're dealing with a professional. And this guy, I don't use him to tell me what to do as far as setting up margin investments and stuff. But I use him just to get a good feel for what Bitcoin is doing. He's absolutely excellent. So he can hold your hand. So the fact that there's very few technical analysts on YouTube that use a lot of bad language. I only know two of them, but there's probably hundreds of technical analysts on YouTube for Bitcoin. And the fact that I'm recommended to use the number one guy to watch and uses a bunch of crude language, I assure you that's because I think he is the best on YouTube. So, Krown's Crypto Cave. I would suggest subscribing to him and watching his daily videos. Every video he puts out, you will want to watch. He just sticks to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is also right in our wheelhouse. I'm going to go to another fella here who doesn't use bad language, who also seems pretty sharp. But I haven't found anyone on YouTube that, see all these charts he's using? I haven't even found anyone on YouTube that uses charts that look like the ones he has. I think he might have his own personal platform. I know he sells packages, and a lot of people on YouTube will try to sell you stuff. I do know he sells courses and whatnot. So he might have his own platform actually built, because it's totally different than anything I've seen on YouTube. But anyways, if you want technical analysis and someone to hold your hand and guide you through the coming 6 to 10 months in Bitcoin, this guy, you just got to watch him. You just have to do it. Okay, so we're going to move on here. The name of this guy's channel is Crypto FOMO. The link to these two guys is going to be down in the description. These two guys' channels, Krown's Crypto Cave, and then this guy is Crypto FOMO. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. That's what happens about this stage of Bitcoin. They're going to pile into it because they don't want to miss out on what's going on. For some reason, my audio is not working. I've never actually done a narration video before. There's a narration feature I'm using on my video editor, so maybe I'll get that figured out, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not really focused on this. But see, over here on the left, I'm going through, see all those people I've subscribed to? And there's just tons of Bitcoin analyst channels. Like I say, that Krown Crypto Cave dude, I just put him at number one. And then there's Crypto FOMO, and he's basically on the same level as maybe another dozen technical analysts that I watch. But he's also very good. Like I say, he just sticks to clean, conservative language, which is nice, particularly if you're watching with kids around or something. Let's see, right now this guy's going through, these are the people he helps. So he's advanced enough where he has a package where he teaches people what to do, his strategy and stuff. And I'm just not to that point, and I've seen people in the comments asking me to try to do that. And I'm simply not going to do that because I'm not qualified. And like I say, I haven't found anyone on YouTube that does the tiny little margin investments like me. So like I say, my last 60, basically everyone I've done have worked. But my last 60 have worked. And I don't think there's any traders on YouTube that are going to tell you that their last 60 trades all made them money. Because traders basically just take risks, and they use statistics and probabilities, and they're willing to lose 40% of the time if they can win 60% of the time. And that's not how I do it. Why would I not want to? I'm just going to win 100% of the time. I don't understand why no one's doing it like I'm doing it. But anyways, plus I eliminate all the risk. Anyways, Crypto FOMO is a good channel you want to watch. He seems like a pretty sharp fella. And let's see here. All right, so I've got the audio working. Let's listen in just real quick.
The market cap of Bitcoin rises, it forces more institutions into it. More institutions that adopt it, the more that others will have to, and the harder it is for regulators to stop it. The perfect reflexive loop with the little guy front running, bravo everyone, bravo to the little guy, getting rich, driving Lambos, that they've used by selling the top to like the institutions and big boys, right? But no, he does have a point. Like the more Bitcoin goes up, institutions they just can't ignore it. Put 1% of your money in Bitcoin and so on.
So that's basically why I'm making these videos.
That's what he's saying.
right there what
Now
you
that's
said.
it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. Also, if you're looking for mentorship, someone's been there, done that. Someone helps all people think multiple six figures or even seven figures working with them, then feel free to listen below this video and book the strategy session with us. We'll talk to me or something client bonus, see if we can work together. Click below this video. Make sure to check out my client testimonials. We got a lot of them. Try to see if you can recognize the new ones. We got a lot of new ones as well. So link below this video. And honestly, if you want to make serious money in 2021 and you want to make sure that you do it right, you don't get wrecked like most people sadly, then feel free to reach out. You know, I think it just makes sense whatever area you're going into to have a mentor who's already been there, done that, guiding you along. That's going to help you, save you a lot of time, money, and it's going to make you a lot more money. So that's why it makes sense logically. So that's it. Link below this video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, turning on the bell notifications, sharing this video with friends. It really does mean a lot. And until next time, don't follow too fast.
Okay, so he basically said it. Hope you can hear that. If you're looking for a teacher, he might be a teacher for you. Basically, what I'm doing is just let's go back over here. Like I say, I think I'm doing it a little unorthodox. It's my comfort zone, and maybe one day I'll be comfortable enough to try to, try to teach people how to do what I'm doing. But that's not today. I recommend if you're interested in Bitcoin, I mean, just invest in Bitcoin, just buying it and just letting it sit there for the coming months. It's going to be a good idea. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so there is a chance that you could lose your money doing this. Of course, that could happen. Nothing's guaranteed. There are no certainties. But barring a black swan of some sorts, the next 6 months or so is just going to be wonderful. But there's going to be, times where it's going to fall down maybe 30 or 40%. So you got to really be careful. But anyways, I'll put some links down in the description to this guy and another guy. And I sure hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks for watching.